And we're here. Super Bowl 63 in Tampa Bay against the Eagles. We've played a few seasons of Titans franchise. The year before, the first year of the franchise, the Eagles actually lost to the Ravens. Second year, the Dolphins lost to the Packers. Third year, the Ravens lost to the Packers, and last year, the Chiefs defeated the Bucks. And now here we are at Super Bowl 63, and we're finally here. Eagles making it to Super Bowl for the second time in the franchise. Us for the first, of course. This is it. We finally gotten this far, and this is our best chance yet. So, and probably will be our best chance. So, kind of need it right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over yearly awards. I'm going to slightly recap the playoffs. Then I'm going to look at the Eagles. Actually, I'm not going to look at my depth trace. I'm going to look at the Eagles. And then, yeah, we're just going to go from there. Okay, so starting with the playoff bracket. For the Titans, we didn't begin with a first round bye because we lost one too many games to end the season. We defeated Miami by 32. And then beat the Bills by 30, both very easy. The Chiefs were a little bit tougher, but we still took them down in the Luxurious Need Bowl by 10, and we are the 2 seed in the Super Bowl. While the Eagles also played in the wild card against the 4 seed Falcons on the road, got the win by 13, then faced their division rivals, the Commanders, on the road, who they lost to in Week 18, beat them by 1 score, and then closed out their road trip against the Cardinals, where they also won by 1 score. Heck, we won our games by 2 scores or more. They only won one of their games by more than 1 score. But either way, both these teams deserve it. I'm hoping we can get this win, but it's nowhere near guaranteed. Okay, so after that, we'll head on to yearly awards. But man, it's crazy that we're here. I do want to... Yeah, I want to do that stuff in the offseason, though. Alright, yeah, we'll go on to the weekly awards now. Speaking of, we're facing the MVP, Jalen Hurts. We didn't really have anyone on the list, but I don't really care about that. Jalen Hurts, the MVP. And Coach of the Year goes to me. It was a little bit scary because the Steelers did end up tying our record, but they gave it to us despite not being the first seed. Maybe because... I don't know, it's funner to go with the coach who's never won one before. I think, has someone won Coach of the Year? Actually, he might not have. He's been here a while. It's funner to go with the younger coach. Offensive Player of the Year goes to James Thompson. And I checked his stats. He has 24 receiving touchdowns, I think. Or no, he has 19. I think Brandon Ayuk had like 26. But yeah, Christian Kirk dethroned by the young buck. We actually did have Spears at 9 here, the only running back. Defensive Player of the Year for the 3rd time in these 5 seasons is Jerome Baker. He led the NFL in tackles, also had a few sacks, few picks. He was just really all around good this year. I think we already looked at his stats before the wild card game. Myles Garrett 2nd, Greg Rousseau 3rd. And we even have Snead down here, the interception leader. At Offensive Rookie of the Year, LaMarcus Jenkins takes that one. We didn't really have anyone to compete. I mean, you could say Tehran candidate, but he wasn't really competing for it. He was a backup for most of the season. At Defensive Rookie of the Year, Sparks 2nd place, just in front of Kyrie Bell, just behind Kendrick Robertson, who I might want to check out. I don't know who he is. We did play the Chargers this year, though. Best QB goes to Patrick Mahomes. No surprise there. Greg Groves lands at 9, which means he's actually in the bottom half of AFC quarterbacks, which is kind of surprising. He was 3rd in yards and like 5th in touchdowns. Best running back goes to Najee Harris. Spears 2nd. Spears had a really good year. Just those 3 games where he didn't play kind of hurt his stats a little bit. Best receiver goes to, of course, James Thompson, who won Offensive Player of the Year as well. Russell, despite the injury, still came in at number 6. Jenkins sadly wins best offensive lineman over J.C. Latham. Latham will have been more useful because I actually want to keep him on the team, and Superstar would really help him way more than it help How did we get 2 backups on here? What is the criteria for best offensive lineman? Anyway, best defensive lineman goes to Myles Garrett. Lucas Van Ness gets on the list, and Hutchinson barely does. At best linebacker, of course, the defensive player of the year, Jerome Baker. Actually, we had Powell, well, no, Jones on that, over here too. Best DB goes to the interception leader for 2 seasons in a row, L'Jarius Sneed, and then Jamel Dean comes out at 5 and Braxton Tapp at 10. We didn't win best kicker, but no one really cares. Oh, we also need to check one thing, because we did break one Titans record. Go over here to the record book. I think it's just season. Titans. Yep, Greg Groves. Most passing touchdowns in a season in Titans history with 37. He had 34 last year. He could have broken it in his rookie season. Okay, he wasn't top 5 in touchdowns. He was top 10. Okay, next we will take a look at the Eagles. Oh, no, and I'll look at that guy who won defensive rookie of the year too for the Chargers. I'll just do that first because that doesn't really matter this stream, but whatever. Let's see if we can find him up here. Here he is. Kendrick Robinson clearly moved up the superstar dev. Yep, because he won. He just hit an 80 overall, so I kind of wonder what overall he was when he was first drafted. Well, 3 interceptions, 9 deflections is pretty solid for a rookie. Anyway, on to the Eagles. We didn't play them yet this year. Still got Jalen Hurts at quarterback. He just turned 30 this season. He's going to be really scary to go off against. One weakness is their run game. Nothing really to be scared of here. This is really weak. So we'll be seeing a lot of them throwing the ball. 2, of course, the former Titan, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and now Elijah Moore. Really, really good receiver core, of course. Dallas Goedert still their tight end. Has regressed a little bit, clearly. Still has an X factor. Offensive line, all around, pretty solid besides their center and their right tackle. I'd like to see Aiden Hutchinson destroy DeJuan Jones today. Elijah Coleman, Jalen Carter, and Alonzo Saunders. Pretty strong defensive line group. And at linebacker, Nolan Smith, Malcolm Wooden, and Josh Sweat. So their linebackers aren't great. So the only real weaknesses so far, which they have 2 good corners, Quinion Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, and Max Gross. So their real weaknesses are linebackers and running backs. Okay, now we had a couple dev upgrades. I already reacted to them, so this isn't going to be live. I'm just going to tell y'all what changed. Tevin Jenkins is up to superstar. I don't really care, but I guess I'll give him ability since I can. We already have threat detector, so you can just do pass protector. And I don't really care that much. This might be his last game before. He's probably going to regress soon, but let's do both pass and run protector, and we'll add tough nut, sure. I don't think even anyone moved up from normal to star. It's just everything's exactly the same for our offense. And on defense, we have a couple of upgrades. I think 3. We've got Jerome Baker moving from normal to star after winning Defensive Player of the Year. He's going to lose it probably and lose a lot of overall too, but. And you got Ernest Jones moving up the superstar. He didn't have a crazy season. Guess he did just enough here. I mean, his rings are already really good. And now he gets abilities. We'll just give him unfakeable, and we're kind of like Reach Elite. Reach Elite's solid. Yeah, we'll give him Reach Elite. And also, Meldine just got an X Factor. We'll give him something different just to shake it up. Maybe the thing that... So we got Showdown Zone Hawk. Oh, hit stick tackles probably ain't going to happen. I would love to give him reinforcement, but he's not going to get a lot of hit stick tackles, so it's kind of pointless. We'll do... Yeah, we'll just do shutdown. Why not? Okay, that's basically it now. Alright, no more stalling. Press conference, weekly strategy, then the Super Bowl. Which has already been almost 12 minutes. I was not listening. Obviously not a lot of preparation. Oh, I say, good morning, it's Super Bowl week. And then, obviously a lot of preparation goes into the big game. Can you talk to us about how your players, how they've been preparing all week? And they've got a question about J.C. Latham. What has he been focused on this week leading up to the Super Bowl? I mean, that's kind of random to ask about offensive linemen. But we'll say I'm more worried about not really worried about his run blocking, but he's already an amazing pass blocker. Upgrading that is not going to do anything. So, hey, saying good luck. Clearly he's specifically a Titans reporter. Oh, it just stayed. He worked so hard before the Super Bowl that he got a permanent upgrade to run blocking. I mean, okay. It's so random, but I guess I'll take it. Okay. This is going to be important. Defend medium pass, I'll go with that. That's simple. No, let's do scramble. Scramble's way safer, and I want to get pressure, but I think we shouldn't have to focus on that too much. Yeah, half pass backups. We're not risking any injuries to our starters. And then I don't really want to do blitz counter. I want to do like throw it medium. I know they're good against it, but I swear if we can get plays against their linebackers, that we might be able... let's actually do throw it short, because I feel like that'll be more useful. Yeah, throw it short and half pass backups here. We don't care about goals. We don't care about specific training. It's time to get into the Super Bowl. I don't know why I'm checking. There's just not going to be any important injuries. Even if it's just going to be to, like, I don't know, Kenny or whatever his name, Clark, or something like that. It's not going to be to anyone important, but thanks to half pass, no one's hurt anyway. Now, Powell and J-Rod are both already injured, so they won't be playing. But I trust Devontae Wyatt, and I trust Jerome Baker enough. Oh, man, we have to wear our road jerseys for this game, but that's okay. Eagles, of course, will be wearing their green. Let's get this dub. Let's win Super Bowl 63.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Titans and the Eagles, and it comes your way next.
After 272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, we're set for what should be a great matchup. It's the AFC champion Tennessee Titans and the champions of the NFC, the Philadelphia Eagles. Final game of the season. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Greg, it has been a long run to get here. 2 weeks of build-up, the media day.
Here we are, Super Bowl 63. And the Titans will begin. So Jake Elliott sends us to Super Bowl Tampa Bay. Who will become Super Bowl champions today? Who will make history in the A.J. Brown Bowl? There's Greg Groves in his second season. If he wins this, he'll definitely be one of the youngest QBs to ever win a Super Bowl. Maybe the youngest? Youngest QB to ever win the Super Bowl. Youngest QB, oh man. Youngest QB to ever win the Super Bowl. No, not youngest quarterback. Oh, okay. It was... Anyway, hold on. Let me call this first play first. First down, handoff, Ty Spears. First down. 10 yards is definitely enough. The youngest quarterback to win a Super Bowl is Big Ben Roethlisberger. 23 years old. Same age as Groves. And 340 days. But the problem is, I don't know what Groves' birthday is, so we're just going to have to assume he's tied for youngest QB ever. But first, we have to actually win the Super Bowl, so let's focus on that for now. All right. Wait, what? They're going to give us second and inches? I could have sworn it just said first and 10. Never mind. Well, it's Spears again. He's got enough. The chains do move this time, for sure. Quincy Russell was hurt last week again, but he is back. He is indeed back, and we're looking for him downfield. Russell diving grab to the 20. I don't know what sweat you're wiping. That was as easy as it gets. That's already the biggest play of the Super Bowl. Groves lays it out there, and Russell makes a play. Already in the red zone are the Titans. Spears gets 3. And it's 2nd and 7 at the 17. And we just throw it to the back of the end zone. Good job, Groves. Not getting a roughing or an intentional grounding by going to the back of the end zone. Because I used to think CPUs always do that. Why can't users? And they are sending the house. Firing, and that's going to be too deep for Ian Crocker. Maybe we should have went with the dump off there. Instead, our drive stalls. And the kick by Aubrey is good. At least we get the first points of the Super Bowl. He got chipped a little bit, but I'm sure he was just flopping with that fall. And, oh, come on, they're breaking tackles, but he lays the boom. That was Clark right there. There's Jalen Hurts in his 3rd Super Bowl of his career in this Madden universe. And they're, what? Oh, he's 0-2 so far? That'd honestly be pretty sad if they lost again. So, yeah, Jalen, I don't know what you're doing in the last 2 Super Bowls. We got to do something here, something that changes the script. First down, handoff to the running back, and we already know the run game ain't strong. They have a pretty solid line, though. Let's see if that gives them, well, something better than what that run was. 2nd down and 10 for Hurts. He's got to be worried. We've allowed, what, 16, 6, and 21 points in the playoffs where they've got open man Devontae Smith. This is certainly the best receiver core we've faced off against in the playoffs. It's not even really close. I'm pretty sure the Bills' receiver core was just straight up mid, and I don't think the Dolphins was anything crazy. But the Eagles are something crazy as Hurts runs for a gain of 7. We did contain QB scramble. Clearly not much happened there. I had to go down for my linebacker position to make that play. It's like Hutchinson's going against their superstar guard at this moment. Handoff. And a big first down to the 39. And there's an injury for A.J. Brown. And he'll sit on the bench. I can see Nolan Smith in the backfield. In the background. It's like the Eagles are driving just as efficiently as the Titans were at the start. And this one is not going to go as well. Christian Wilkins and I think Peter Calhoun got there to make it 2nd and 10. The receivers to the left for Hurts. No A.J. Brown, of course. Titans have a couple injuries on defense. The Eagles have no injuries. But here comes Hutchinson! Dropping him for a loss of 15. Hurts could not escape. And it will be 3rd and a mile. As I'm assuming the Eagles strat here will be getting the field goal range. Because honestly, like, you're probably not going to get this first. You just want to tie this game up right now if you're Philadelphia. Hurts. Snaps. Looking. And he's going to escape and finds an open man on 3rd and a mile. Are you kidding me? That is absurd. Oh, what is that? What is that? They're probably missing A.J. Brown already. Already a quite odd Super Bowl, I will say. What? You can't just switch who I'm guarding like that. They go short, broken tackle, inside the 5. And this is looking like a classic Eagles death march. A.J. Brown's already back. Didn't even wait to drive. If only Russell would do that. Hurts fires to the back of the end zone. A.J. Brown takes the lead. And Wilkins is also hurt. Nice. No defensive tackles. Literally our starting 2 is out. It's going to be Wyatt and whoever, like Tracy Dell or something as the Eagles. After they converted that 3rd and 25, I knew what was going to happen.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away.
Teron Kennedy on the return.
From the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Titans offense ready now for
1st and 10.
trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead.
Groves on empty.
1st and 10.
And he's hit.
Flutters to the ground. It's
Incomplete 2nd and 10. As we're going to look for something more than that from our offensive line. We have one of the best in the league. Firing Spears. He's got it. Out at the 45.
Spears out of the backfield. They get 16 on that connection. 1st down for Tennessee. Hill looks to throw.
Firing across the middle. Groves misses the wide open Traylon Burks. Well, not wide. I'll just say open Traylon Burks. All right, Groves. That's not really what we want to see. Spears on his carry only gets 3, and just like in the red zone last time, it's 3rd and 7. You really do not want to punt here. And we might not have to. Quincy Russell open downfield. He takes it in. The Titans finally get into the end zone. Did they just put a linebacker on that man?
Beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way.
Pretty high scoring first quarter, I'm not going to lie. It's just they're saying it's a great route. That was a simple go route. Who did they put on? Because I don't think that was a a cornerback. 48. No, it is Max Gross, the rookie. Or the sophomore. To be fair, Russell's only been in the league for like 3-4 years now, but still, that's just a mismatch. He made him look like a linebacker. All right, we got the lead back. Want to see a little bit more from our defense this time around. It's like Groves and Hurts are going to have a showdown for the ages as the Eagles will return the kick. And he can't get past the 26, dumped by Alex Hurst. All right. Hurts hands it off to the back. Only a gain of 2. I don't see, I mean, I know they have a decent line, but I would not focus on the run game when the Eagles, I mean, when the Titans are so bad against the pass. Sometimes. And Hurts pressured, rolling out, and he has space. Devontae Wyatt was in pursuit. We're going to need a little bit more from our linebackers because our D tackles are not going to catch up to him, man. It's just not going to happen. We're going to need our Hutchinson and Lucas Van Ness to step up, and Calhoun and Jones sometimes too. Wide open, Dallas Goedert to the 40. And that will bring us to the conclusion of the first quarter. 27 more minutes left of the Super Bowl. Man, I was hoping that this would take a similar script to the Bills or Dolphins game. But right now, the Chiefs are staying competitive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
And, oh, he escapes a man. Come on, Jones. Well, did I literally give him secure tackler? I could have sworn I did. Anyway, 2nd and 6. The running back goes out wide. Hurts is already in the zone. What is his ability? Wide open short. Dallas Goedert inside the 45 in Titans territory. He has... I don't even know what that is. I really have no clue. Firing downfield. Caught. The Eagles strike again. Sparks gets beat downfield. And, yeah, he just got beat on the slot fade. Oh, man. What is our defense doing, guys? What are we doing? I know our offense is good, but I feel like sometimes when our defense plays like this, there's a lot of times where the offense doesn't respond. And we definitely can't depend on the offense responding, then we'll definitely lose. We'll probably go like the Chiefs game or something like that. But this is a good return by Candidate. I think he's hit a little bit late there. He's pretty clearly out of bounds. 1st and 10 as we start at the 38. Just for now, we gotta keep trying to match him until our defense can do something. Groves only a yard. And Russell, I swear he's not coming back. Oh my God. He's gotten hurt in every one of the last 3 games he's played. Hand off to Spears. No open lane. He just takes 2. And now Jenkins injured. And I'm assuming, yeah, Russell just fractured his arm in the last game. 3rd and 7 now. Couldn't even see Jenkins' injury, so we don't know how serious it is. Firing the Crocker. He has enough. So no more Russell, no more of either our defensive tackles, no more Jenkins. And in the most important game of the season, the team is breaking apart. No one seems too interested in staying on the field. Firing to the open man, Ian Crocker short. More than enough to the 1st down as he rumbles to the 23. So Russell in his first ever Super Bowl. Dude, that's crazy. He's like the star player of this franchise. But look at another star player. Wide open Crocker. The offenses won't stop delivering. Man, Groves is just laying it out there, and his receivers are getting open. Who'll be the first team to slow down? I'm not sure. I mean, we have a good defense. The Eagles don't have a great one. Wait, no, actually, might be tripping right there. Yeah, no, 84, they really don't. So I'm not surprised we're scoring. I'm just surprised that they've been successful both times against us. All right. This is a big drive. And another not amazing return, but he does fight forward to the 27 as soon as I start to say that. So, man, what's really defined this Eagles offense so far is that 3rd and 25. And they've been able to get open downfield, too. And this one's jumped up and picked off! The former Chief, former Super Bowl champion, LXIII Sneed. The man who's led the NFL in interceptions for 2 years in a row. And that is a crucial mistake from Jalen Hurts. You know, let's strike quickly. And now Groves has his opportunity to make it a 2-score game. Firing one-on-one, drops and picked by the Eagles. Okay. Burks cannot bring it in. You think that's Russell or Mims, then it's probably not picked off. I mean, this looks good. One-on-one, just catcher incomplete, but nope. He's in position. Just coughs it up and continues to let it bobble in the air. And, man, that's really bad. That really wasn't the time to drop a pass. Philadelphia takes over. Oh, my God. Jamel Dean delivers the boom onto Elijah Moore, the former Patriots franchise star. 2nd and 7. Motion man. Jet sweep, and he's not going anywhere. The rookie, Taylor Sparks, with the play. It'll be 3rd and 10. Man, come on, they need pressure. The running back goes out wide, so they're definitely throwing it. They're not playing safe. Hurts, sacked! Hutchinson for the 2nd time. What a stop. And now, after, 4 straight touchdowns, 3 straight stops by these opposing defenses. I'm starting to wonder, I don't even know what the Super Bowl is. Is it offensive? Is it defensive? I guess it's a mix at this point. And the rhythm right now swings in the Titans' favor. As here comes James Meredith! The kick, the punter to beat, breaks a tackle down at the 8. What a huge play. Can't over-exaggerate. There's no way to over-exaggerate what just happened. Toss out to Spears. He gets the blocks. Spears down at the 1. Man, James Meredith has been so great for us as a return man, especially these playoffs. Spears caps the drive off. An 8-yard drive capped off by 2 runs by Ty J. Spears. And the first 2-score lead of the entire game. And now Ryan Stonehouse to kick it away. What an offensive day. And really, you just think there's been 2 interceptions and 2 punts, I think, today. Or 1 punt, actually. But either way, man, it's just been an insane Super Bowl. This is entertaining. We have 2 guys with their X Factor activated. Here comes Hurts again. Oh, the ball is tipped. There's a lot of tipped topped, dang it, man. Passes batted down at the line. Probably too much in this game. Hurts dumping off the Goddard. How did I just completely whiff? I think Hurts was his. He threw 2. 1st and 10. 3.5 to go in the first half. The Eagles do get ball after the halftime break. The halftime show, which doesn't exist in this game. Wide open. The receiver beats Sparks again, and he's gone. The Sparks and Starks combo not looking too strong right there. Elijah Moore, dude. I mean, he just got beat by the same guy 2 times. Gotta stop putting him in man. It wasn't even supposed to be a slot fade. It was supposed to be just the go route, but he went to the sideline anyway because that's where Sparks led him.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles cut the lead to 3, 24-21.
Back to a 3-point game, as I'm wondering, I mean, D-line's playing really well. Is Sparks going to step up? Because he's been really bad today. Really bad. Another good return this time by Teron Candidate. Groves has been determined to match every Eagle score. Can he do it once again? Firing short here, Traylon Burks. 1st down. I say just keep piling on the pressure, but last time I said to be aggressive, we threw an immediate interception. There's Candidate, and he's, oh my God, Carter just tried to murder him. It'll be 2nd and 2. 2nd down. Groves kind of wants Mims, but now we're not even going to try it. 3rd down and 1, as we'll head to the 2-minute warning. Up by 3 points, but that can change quickly, especially because the Eagles will start the 3rd quarter with the football. I think we do this, and if we don't get it, we run it. And we don't get it, of course, because screens. I said not to call screens on 3rd down, but if you know you're going to go for it, then you might as well. All right. This is Raynaud. I feel like 4th downs with Spears don't work ever. And Raynaud does get it. Jalen Carter tried to blow that one up. Raynaud's just quick enough. Let's run back. This time the screen to Spears is complete. And he's out at the 35. Groves empty set. Oh, wide open Marvin Mims. And he's out at the 21. Groves over 200 yards in this first half. Firing to the running back, and Hoves overthrows Raynaud. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 21. 6 points doesn't really help us much here. But look who is helping us! Candidate makes the catch and the rookie's in! 30 in the first half for Tennessee. Man, they sent the house. And the cut by Candidate was so beautiful. Well, they didn't resend the house. They sent both linebackers, which that's all your inside coverage. If your corner gets beat, that's just what happens. I was looking at Raynaud, and I wasn't even looking at Crocker, who could definitely get open here. I was looking across the middle, so Raynaud and Candidate. I see, yeah, Raynaud, that's a jump to interception. Candidate, that's a guaranteed catch and 6. All right, I would love to stop them on this next drive and not let them make it a 1-score game before halftime, personally. But, I mean, I don't know if that's going to happen. We have to have Sparks Lock in.
One more as they extend their second quarter.
All right. 31. That's 52 points in the first half.
Still once more
Insane.
as the kicks away. Now return coming from the 7th. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28.
All right. No more man coverage until further notice. How about that?
Offense getting things in order as they
I mean, Hurts already been getting in empty. They know they're not hiding what they're going to do. They're going to run the ball. Oh, man. Oh, man. Hurts overthrew the wide open receiver. Oh, I got cooked by A.J. Brown.
and it'll bring up second down.
I think we were just saved. 2nd and 10 for Hurts. Flag on the play. I see the holding. I'm sure Hurts saw it too. I think it was on Ernest Jones. I mean, not on Ernest Jones, but he was held by the offensive tackle, DeJuan Jones, I believe. Yep. I saw it. I wasn't lying. 2nd and 20 with a minute left.
To throw on second down is Hurts.
Hurts pressured again. Hurts rolls out, but he can't escape. Jerome Baker makes it 3rd and 20. Timeout by the Titans, looking to get the football back. It's aggressive, but we're playing to win, not playing not to lose.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
My strategy is to not just give them free time to throw, and they're just going to run it actually, so we'll definitely take that. We call our second timeout. One timeout, 53 seconds, will be less after the punt, but considering how well Meredith has been returning these, I'm not mad about that at all.
That'll be returnable.
And Meredith brings it to the 47. 9 seconds for probably an extra 15 or so yards.
The Titans offense going to take over.
Are they rushing 3? No, they're rushing 4. Looking for Mims. Overthrown. Groves again. Missing more targets than he usually does. He's in his 2nd season in the Super Bowl. I mean, it can't get tougher than that, really. Wide open! You can't miss that one! Candidate again! It's an air raid in Tampa Bay! No, Russell. No problem.
It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical
Why is the stream lagging?
pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield.
Alright, I think we're good. Oh my god. I mean, this is just perfect. How it Why is my voice doing that? They called cover 2. Yeah, they called cover 2. We called 4 verts. That's 2 deep safeties. So I saw Burks, honestly. First thing I saw was Traylon Burks get open. And then I see, Quinion is, I mean, the safety's guarding Burks. That means Candidate's going to get wide open here. And, I mean, that's exactly what happened.
Able to take advantage for the strike.
Good with the extra point. And the Titans are able to extend the lead.
Groves having a day.
Still a little time.
As our offense just can't be stopped right now. The Eagles aren't playing terrible football, but our offense can't be stopped. And now with 30 seconds left, you wonder if the Eagles are just going to let this one go.
The Eagles offense
Can't be too sure.
last time here late in the opening half. The deficit is 17.
Well, we can be sure now they're going to go for this.
See if it starts here. First and 10.
And they go short for Goddard. Tackle made by Jones. Eagles do indeed call a timeout, looking to bring this back to 2 scores before halftime. It's pretty important, actually, if they can bring it to 2 scores. It's a big difference between 2 and 3 scores at halftime. And Hurts swallowed up! 3 men got there. I think Van Ness was the main guy. As they're just going to call one more play. Not going to... Yeah, they're not going to risk giving us another shot. They're just going to dump it off. And we're at halftime in the Super Bowl. I've got enough time to go get a water here.
On this first
I'm not sure if I will.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you two in just a moment.
I don't think
We
I
saw
will.
a
I'm just gonna
solid
pause
first half
after.
from the man from Tulane, Tajay Spears. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage
Anyway,
here at the break.
we'll try to run the ball outside in the second half, and for the Eagles, let's continue to contain that QB scramble. We'll still let the sacks. I'm fine with it. All right, see you guys in just a second.
Thank you. Not
Well, I think that was a long enough break. It's the Super Bowl. I'm not sure if I should look at halftime stats, but I do kind of want to look at my stats, so we'll do it. All right. Greg Groves, 12 of 20, 284, 4 passing touchdowns in the first half of the Super Bowl and an interception. Spears, 7 carries, 30 yards and a touchdown. Teron Candidate, 3 for 82 and 2. Crocker, 3 for 58 and 1. Russell, 2 for 93 and 1, his only Super Bowl appearance. And his last half of the season, last game, I guess. Hutchinson with 2.5 sacks right now. Oh my god. And then Byron Young got half of that sack. I forgot about him being on the team, but with all the what is his freaking face doing there? Anyway, 1 pick by Snead, and no deflections on the day. Come on, guys, we're up by 3 scores. Close the Super Bowl out. Make Tennessee proud, since they can't really be proud of the Volunteers.
this one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across.
I mean, Hurts' offense looked really effective for a little while. They need to find wherever that spark was and apply it to the beginning of the third quarter.
This third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
First down, handoff. Calhoun's all over it. Just like many teams who play Tennessee, the Eagles are struggling to run the ball. Second and 10. Firing across the middle, and the pass is broken up by Jamel Dean. He lost the Super Bowl last year. He doesn't want to experience that again. It's 3rd down and 10. And he has his man. He's got it. A.J. Brown gets revenge on the Titans by scoring. Jamel Dean is the man to allow it. I'm just going to take a look at the play, see what happened. I mean, obviously we blitzed again. Just seems like he was just too slow and tries to undercut it. That just doesn't really happen. A.J. Brown ain't crazy fast. So it's just like bad man coverage, I guess. But yeah, right now, it's just a very pass-heavy day for both teams. But I mean, it's a reset of momentum, and the Eagles have all of it right now. So you wonder if this is the beginning of a comeback and the beginning of heartbreak for Tennessee. And thinks he just forced incompletion on Brown that same drive, and then immediately regrets the next play. So Randy Orton and Jay Cargill won the King of the Ring matches. Oh, that's so bad. Oh my god, how does Crocker catch that? The ball was severely underthrown, and yet Crocker does stuff like this anyway. Goes up and gets it over two defenders. Reynard only a yard on first down. I did choose run outside, but I keep doing inside runs. So yeah, you can see how that's going. And he's hurt. He heads to the sideline as it'll be 3rd and 8. Eagles really need a stop here. Firing for Mims to the sideline, and he's got it inside the 20. Eagles are wondering, what can they do to stop this offensive attack, this barrage? Look at the toe drag swag by Mims. I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time. Haven't really heard that line much since Julio. Reynard, gain of 5 right there. And we're starting to slow down the pace a little bit. Just say. I mean, the run 2 times, pass on 3rd down formula is probably what we're going to be going for right now. And we might not need to run on 3rd down because Reynard's at the 1. Can't flip this play. I can, but then there's just more defenders on this side. Well, you gotta go for it now. Yeah, I just knew it wasn't gonna work. I just knew it wasn't, but I hadn't have enough time to audible out of it, so that's a loss of 8. Second and go. I accidentally flipped the play again. Now we just flipped it to freaking Carter's side. What a great result. Here comes Groves to the outside. And he's going to try to run and battles inside the 5. 3rd and go at the 3. Eagles would rather just force a turnover, but instead they allow yet another touchdown. Groves has thrown 5 today. 2 to Crocker, 2 to Candidate, 1 to Russell. Groves cannot be stopped. Back to a 17-point game. Most pass TDs by a quarterback in the Super Bowl. Did it not hear me? Most passengers is what you got by that? Okay. Return by Philadelphia. Down at the 26. The record is 6 by Steve Young. That's a lot. That's a lot. Run outside. Gain of 6. Yeah, Gross has 5, and there's still a lot to go in this game today. I don't really care if we break it or not. I want to win, but yeah, just food for thought. He's got the most passing touchdowns in the game in Super Bowl history since like Steve Young. Oh man, I just saw Aiden Hutchinson get put on the ground. 1st down, Eagles. And there's another injury. By the way, Sparks is only a 71 injury. This is his first injury of the season. The rookie will not return. So now we're missing Christian Wilkins, Devontae Wyatt. I mean, not Devontae Wyatt. Christian Wilkins, Josh Bushrod, Taylor Sparks, DeAndre Powell, Tevin Jenkins, and Quincy Russell. And we're up by 7. Sparks won't return.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Hurts with another handoff. Baker all over that.
Shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Eagles need a score right here. Of course, they'll throw, and he's hit before he can get rid of the ball. Byron Young was there. The Eagles forced a punt. Hey, the worst they could have right now is a good punt, or the least they could get. It is returnable, though, for James. And look at the return. Oh my God, we ran over our own teammate to get to the 34. It was worth it. And there is Greg Groves. There he is. Whatever weapons are on the field at that moment, he uses them. He's given a few players games to remember. And now we're looking if we can put 50 on Philadelphia's head. But really, we're just focusing on putting the game away more than specifically scoring more points. Candidate can't bring in the screen. 2nd and 10. I gotta stop running inside. That's not my game plan, and it's not gonna work too well. Well, maybe it will anyway. Not really. Spears. Oh, never mind, because Spears had a chip on his shoulder right there. He gets 6. 3rd down and 4. Are they rushing 4 or 3? 4. An immediate pancake. Groves down. No sack, but Jalen Carter does reach him. Tried to throw it away, honestly, but that did not happen. And now we will punt. And it's, I mean, that's amazing punt blocking. They're going to have room. Oh, what a hit, though. They're down at the 21. Actually, right back isn't doing too terribly. 11 for 41. It's just like a lot of his carries do go for loss or no gain.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
All right, Hurts, now that you really need to stop. Thanks for I mean, they're probably happy about the 3rd and out, but they know they need more than that. As the catch is made, Baker makes the tackle. Hit the 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. And somebody moved. I didn't really see. But of course it will be us. Gotta get that daily offsides penalty. You actually have to. I can't remember the last time I've actually completed a game without getting an offsides. It's very weird. But it'll be 2nd and 1. Oh my God, look at Wyatt tried to blow that one up. He doesn't, but the ball comes out. Calhoun picks it up. Titans football? Snead lays the boom, and I don't believe the back is down. He falls onto Baker. That is insane. Baker brings him down, and while he's falling on top of him, Snead lays him out and also kind of lays himself out. And yeah, the ball is so clearly out before he's down. If Baker isn't there, that might be just a regular run, but instead, I think we're one step closer to closing this game out. I'm going to have my voice gone after all this. I've actually went full commentary mode for this game. Spears for 2 yards. And probably the last play of the 3rd quarter. Unless it's like a penalty. Spears just short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1.
It's about 7
Yeah, we're going to let this go to the 4th.
of the first half.
The Super Bowl draws nearly to a close. The A.J. Brown Bowl only has 9 minutes left as the Eagles look for a Super Bowl 51-esque comeback.
And Sunday Night Football.
But it may be all in vain as we head to the final 9 of Season 5 of Titans franchise. Third and 1. At the Eagles 25. Firing wide open. Marvin Mims, first down.
And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the lines of game, but knows right where that marker is. And he's able
I mean, it's sad that a lot of players won't be playing this whole game. A lot of our really good players because they got hurt. But the point is, Russell played in the game. Sparks played in the game. They made their impacts, whether positive or negative. And that's all that matters. Caught. Candidate. Another nice grab for a first down. And Jalen Carter, this Super Bowl, no shortage of physicality as Carter angrily slams his helmet down. At least in real life, y'all won a Super Bowl.
especially here on Super Bowl Sunday.
Spears
It's Spears
down inside the 5
on first down. He takes
as the Titans are just kind of piling it on right now. So how much the Eagles can do. They have not gotten a single stop on this offense besides a single interception and a single punt. 2 stops today. Spears not going anywhere though.
that play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
And there's going to be a free play. Firing. Caught. Candidate. Touchdown number 3. And this play will stand. And obviously we're going to decline that from Alonzo Saunders as this game is over. I think it's safe to say 4-score, well really 3-score game. They get 3 2-point conversions, but statistically, probability wise, the Titans just closed this one out. So they got to give player of the game to either Groves or Candidate. So I'm wondering who's it going to be. Or maybe Snead with a forced fumble and an interception. But I'd probably go with the quarterback with 5 touchdowns, honestly, and like over 300 yards. But that's just me. Like maybe they will go Snead. They do have an affinity to give the defensive players the award. Hurts, keep your head up, man. It's always next year. You've been to 3. You've got to win one at some point, right? And you've played against some pretty tough AFC teams. All right, down to the final 6 minutes. And so far, this Super Bowl has put up 80 points. 52 by one team. Most points scored by a team in Super Bowl history. All right, I actually have to put that in there. 55 by the 49ers against the Broncos when they won 55-10. That's knocked away by the user me, Jerome Baker. So we could take that record, but I don't really care if we do, if we take it or if we tie it. It doesn't matter to me. And I have to go I have to ask one more question. Highest scoring Super Bowl in NFL history. And he just misses his man. Eagles clearly just looking for something to hang their hat on. Going to go for it on 4th and 4. And they've got their man, Devontae Smith. Luckily, me, the user, again, makes the tackle to prevent a touchdown. Because that wasn't my man either. The CPU getting beat as usual. I mean, I'm still going to try to commentate, though, even though What a big game. What an exciting game, especially specifically early in the first half. Okay, Goddard gonna break 2 tackles. I'm sure at least one of you two have secure tackler. Actually, I think I took away. No, that was Sparks. Anyway, 2nd and 2. I think I did take away secure tackler from Sparks for like pick artist or something. Oh, so we've broken the record for most points in Super Bowl history. It was in Super Bowl. That could have been huge. Anyway, so it went Super Bowl 21, and then that's 30 minus 1. So I think Super Bowl 29 for the 49ers, winning 49-26, which is 75. So the Eagles and Titans have broken that record today. We've together dropped 80 points and probably more, unless the Eagles go for it and don't get it or something. And he's brought down again. Hutchinson, 3.5 sacks. He is unstoppable right now. Maybe he'll make a case for Super Bowl MVP, even though I definitely wouldn't give it to him over Groves or Snead. Or candidate. Well, no, I'd probably give it to him over candidate. Maybe. Not sure. Firing, knocked away by Starks. Incomplete. Well, maybe no more points because the Eagles don't get this. Then we'll take over and probably just run the clock out. Hurts. Extend the record, even though it's not going to really help your case. He will throw. If he can find someone. Firing! Intercepted! Joshua Sparks! Starks, my bad, dude. My bad, Starks. Game over. Jumps in front of A.J. Brown. Says, Titans history does not need you anymore. We've made our own legacy. A way better legacy than that, honestly, not great trade. Spears will bring us a 2-minute warning. A first down will do it. Because the Eagles won't be calling timeouts. I think one of my Super Bowls was Super Bowl Tampa Bay and Patriots franchise too, I believe. Well, let me go research this while we continue to lay the boom on the Eagles. Even on the jet sweep this time. Adding insult to injury. So in our first Super Bowl, it was Super Bowl Atlanta. And second Super Bowl was Super Bowl Tampa Bay. So in Madden, Super Bowl 62 and Madden 24, and Super Bowl 63 and Madden 25 were Super Bowl Tampa Bay. Oh, I'm going to have... oh, no, I got the snap off. Wow. Ends up a loss of a yard, though. All right, we'll kneel now. We'll end the Super Bowl with a kneel. Oops. And with this kneel, that'll be all, folks. The Tennessee Titans are your Super Bowl 63 champions. The 2028 season belongs to Tennessee. Tighten up. What a story. Coach of the Year, GoldeeJR gets the Gatorade bath. Groves does it in year number 2. much like Terrell Britt did.
Set to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Tennessee Titans. They are the
Thank you, Roger. I know they're booing you, but it's okay.
63. So that'll do it for another spectacular season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Greg Olson, and our entire crew, I'm Mike Tirico. We'll do it again come the fall. Till then, so long from the Super Bowl.
No Randy Moss? Did I miss it? Anyway, here we are, Super Bowl champions. Groves, 18 of 27, 350 yards. He tied the record, so 6 passing touchdowns and a pick. Tied the record set by Steve Young. Tajay Spears, 17 for 53 and a touchdown. Candidate 3 TDs as a rookie. Ian Crocker, 2 touchdowns, 80 yards. Russell with a touchdown. 17 tackles for Jerome Baker. 3.5 sacks for Hutchinson. Picks for Snead and Starks. Also a forced fumble by... Wait, they get the forced fumble to Van Ness? It was clearly Snead who forced it, but okay. It doesn't matter. I did not know Hurst threw for that many yards, but... Wow, I mean... Dropping 52 points in the biggest moments. Wow. Breaking news, Teron Candidate breaks the record for most touchdowns in a Super Bowl by a rookie. The record is currently held in real life by Xavier Worthy and Timmy Smith with 2. And Teron Candidate, of course, scored 3. So yet another record shattered by the Tennessee Titans. I think I usually end the season or the stream at Super Bowl week. We're not going to do that this time. Guerrero gets a random upgrade, but that's okay. Feels great to finally not be like under the pressure of when am I actually going to win the Super Bowl in this franchise. Took 2 seasons longer than Patriots franchise, but of course the contract got extended. Yeah, 3 new injuries are surely going to affect us in the future. The non-existent future. But this season wouldn't end without injuries. Everyone already knew that. It actually wasn't in Philadelphia. It was against Philadelphia. We were in the Super Bowl. We were in Tampa Bay. Yeah, what a Super Bowl. We blew out every team. We are like one of the highest overall teams in the game, though. Probably the highest overall team. So, of course, we won't be doing much here. I mean, you could see DeMarcus Lawrence officially retires. And just 3 Eagles players led in NFL jersey sales. But we're going to be looking at all of this next time. So, actually, we'll look at the season recap. Greg Groves does win Super Bowl MVP. I'm actually very happy about that. He definitely deserved it. But yeah, we'll look at retirements, mock drafts. Of course, we'll be doing the off season, so stay tuned for that. Really enjoy doing this franchise, even though it's not quite over yet. Season 6 could be the last year, but I'm not making any promises. See you guys next time. Adios. Can't retire until we see Russell play a full season now, can we?